All right, here with James Workizer, one of the OGs of Team Integrity, right? So tell us a little bit about yourself and what your driving force is getting into real estate.
All right. Well, James Workizer. I am an Army brat.
Okay.
Grew up all over. Lived in all sorts of different places. My dad retired out in Sonoita, Patagonia area, and that's how I ended up in Tucson. Been in Tucson since '87. Never left.
Nice.
As far as getting into real estate goes, my only job out of high school, besides the classic working in restaurants and stuff like that, was I managed grocery stores. In 2004, 2005, it was a rough business.
Yeah.
A lot of folks think that the economy was banging along, everything was good. It's a tough couple of years for the grocery stores. Had to reapply for my job a few times. Scary.
Yeah.
And got bought by other companies.
Okay.
My wife got me the Hogan real estate classes for Christmas.
Nice.
I didn't even know about it. She said, "Go be a realtor." So I don't even know that I really wanted to be a realtor.
Surprise.
But took the classes at night. Got licensed in 2005.
Okay.
And just jumped in full time. Saved up a bunch of money. And just decided, if I'm going to do this, I'm a hard worker. If I put as much work into real estate as I did at the grocery stores, I should be successful.
Nice.
So that's how it started.
Nice. What have you enjoyed about real estate? So you've been licensed, 12 years now?
Since 2005. Yeah.
Okay, so 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
What do you enjoy about it?
There's a bunch of things I enjoy about it. Of course, working with the people. That's what I enjoyed about the grocery stores.
Okay.
The regulars that would come in and interacting with them and learning their stories. I also enjoy the schedule of it.
Okay.
One thing about the grocery stores, a lot of people forget, I worked every Christmas, Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
4th
Biggest
of July.
days.
You're always there.
Yeah.
You're always on. My written schedule was 6 to 6, 6 days a week for 13 years in the grocery store. So now, if I come into work every day 8 to 5,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm okay. Now what?
Yeah, right.
So, but the time that it buys me with the family.
Yeah. Flexibility.
That's when you work, you still work hard.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to sacrifice family time for clients. I get that.
But also provides the leverage for, you guys went to DC for 2.5 weeks.
We basically took June and July off this year, and because of the team.
Yep.
And
That's
having
awesome.
Jess in place. Yep. And everybody.
Leverage.
Camille, everybody, Jenny, Allie, you, Aaron. We couldn't have done it.
That's awesome. So how did you get connected with Team Integrity? What's that story look like?
It's a great story.
Yeah.
So I'm riding with my buddy Ben, who I hired at Albertsons in 1994, and we ride mountain bikes a lot.
Okay.
And he says, "Yeah, my wife and I are looking for a house." I'm like, "Great." I'm a buyer's agent on another team with Long Realty at the time.
I can help you with that.
Yeah. I'm like, that's awesome, and so we just start chatting about it, and finish the ride. Don't think anything about it after that. Literally next day, meet up with him. Yeah, we put an offer in on a house. I'm like, "You did?" He's like, "Yeah, my wife works with this guy, Aaron Wilson's wife, and you know how it is. My wife said that we're going to use him, and so I called Melody, his wife, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And she is the first one that says, "You need to talk to Aaron Wilson.
Wow.
He sells a lot of houses. He has a good thing going. You need to talk to Aaron." I'm like, "Well, I got a good thing going. I'm on a team. I'm doing just fine."
Yeah.
And then I met Aaron through Ben. I'll leave how that happened out, but I stood up for Ben, and so did Aaron, and it was just that moment where you're like, he's here for a reason. And then we had breakfast a couple times before the tour to Tucson and just chatted with him, and he and I have a lot of the same philosophies on how real estate should be done, how people should be treated, and it just clicked. And so when I was looking at making a move, interviewed with a bunch of other teams, Because when I started with Long, I just started.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. A buddy of mine, hey, come work with me. Okay, great.
Sounds good.
But when I was looking at making a move, and I'd been in the business for years, I figured I owed it to myself to search. And I interviewed a lot of folks. I learned a lot when I interviewed people, and really appreciated the team atmosphere that Aaron had created. So
That's awesome.
It was just a great fit.
That's awesome. So, been connected with Team Integrity how long now?
Oh gosh, since inception.
Yeah.
Since we started.
So looking at how that's kind of morphed and changed and adapted, what do you enjoy most about the team?
Yeah, I could say the family aspect of it. I could say the cohesiveness, the work ethic. But it's a combination, though. I'll tell a quick story about why I really enjoy it. At one of the stores I worked at, two of the employees, they were husband and wife that worked in the same store, and they came in one day, and their uniforms were just disgusting from the day before. One of them worked in the service deli, and so you make chicken, and you have flour and stuff all over you, and the other one worked in the meat department. So same thing as pants, everything just. And we're like, what happened? And you can tell they'd been up all night, hadn't showered. They're like, you guys okay? What's going on? They're like, our house burned down last night. Within 72 hours, they had a place to stay, beds, clothes, food, toiletries, everything. Every store in town, we all came together, got them gift cards, sent them home. They had two little girls that were home at the time. They were home by themselves when the house burned down. Just crazy, But I felt like we would kill for these people.
For sure.
And that same atmosphere that we would kill for each other is amplified here on the team. I know that if something happens to somebody in my family, or if I need something, some time, anything.
It's not even a question.
It's going to be taken care of. It's going to be
awesome.
done. And I don't have to worry about sick time or any of that.
Yeah.
And that to me, that's what made it Aaron and I click.
Yeah. Goes back to talking about the real estate term as a team, but it's really when you look at tribes, where they take care of each other beyond just the day to day. It's
I've been on other teams.
Yeah.
And great.
Yeah.
For the most part, you make money, sell houses, everything's good. Never see him outside of work, right?
Yep.
The opposite of that is true here. Yes, my wife and I, we have our circle of friends, but you guys and this team, they're my family. They're my friends.
Yeah.
It's morphed into that, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. Even so, looking at you're wearing the Ragbri shirt.
Yeah.
Took time off and then spent every waking minute with each other for 2 weeks.
Yeah. In a tent. Or on a bike or in a car.
Yep.
For 3 days.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How, as you build a business within Team Integrity, why do you stay apart? You're extremely talented. You know the market better than anybody. Why do you continue to stay a part of Team Integrity? So I think that's a lot of questions that people go, well, I'll use it as here as a team as a stepping stone. I'll learn some and then go off on my own, which happens, with other teams and everything.
It happens a lot.
Why, not only you, but guys like Juan and our other agents, why continue to stay apart?
Talking about the stepping stone thing.
Yeah.
Any one of us could be an individual agent and be successful, right? There is an it factor. There's a
intangible.
It's like a unicorn.
Exactly.
There's a feeling.
That's a good one.
There's I wish I could describe it. I think it falls into that. I know that we would kill for each other. I know that.
Yeah.
I know that by showing up and doing what I do every day and excelling at it and constantly doing everything I can to do a better job and improve myself, I'm helping everybody else out on the team.
Yep.
And there's something about that team aspect. I grew up playing team sports all the time,
Right.
and I was never the best. But we won championships because everybody showed up, did what they were supposed to do, and knew that they were helping out the person
Yeah.
next to them, and so that's, to me, that team aspect of it, and knowing that as a group we can do way more as a group than an individual agent can.
Without having to kill yourself, meaning
Absolutely.
you guys could take a week off next week. You and your wife and the kids go and know that everything's taken care of here.
Mm-hmm.
You're not stressing. It's a pretty cool thing.
And that's another big part of it too, is I really enjoy training,
Yeah.
mentoring, apprenticing, however you want to say
Coaching.
it, coaching new agents. That's what I did in the grocery stores.
Mhm.
I opened stores and trained people
Yeah.
all day long. I was good at it, and I missed that for so long when I first got into real estate, and when I was on another team I didn't get a chance to do that, and here it gives me the opportunity to do that. And there's just, it's the neatest thing watching somebody who just gets started in the business
Yep.
succeed.
And one of the unique things as well is it's not like our team's not ego driven, meaning like there's something tomorrow that you could learn from Javier, who's been in the business a year and a half.
Absolutely.
And it's not going like, Javi's only been a year and a half, what's he have to offer me?
Mm-hmm.
It's that constant, like when we do script practice and everything, constantly learning every single day, every day. Last question, how do you see team integrity as a part of your long-term goals?
Being able to set up a business where I can leave and not leave on vacation, but I can take a step out eventually and know that there's a machine that's in place that will always be generating income and future growth for me and my family.
That's awesome.
That's the biggest opportunity here.
Yeah, like it's retirement, right? Like it's long-term, passive.
I said I've worked with a lot of great, interviewed with a lot of great teams. I worked with a lot of great teams. Nothing bad to say about any of them.
Yeah.
If they stop or anybody on their team stop, everything stops.
Yeah.
Their income stops.
Yeah.
We have the opportunity here where we can set it up and where it doesn't stop.
Yeah. That's huge.
And the potential is endless.
And as we continue to grow and make a mark, it provides opportunities as well. That's awesome.
And being able to expand to other cities.
Yeah. That's a huge one.
That's a big one.
Yep.
You don't have that. You don't have that with any of the local real estate companies here. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely. Anything else?
thank you.
Sweet.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it this year. We're gonna kill it in the future. I just really appreciate and I'm thankful that I'm at on this team with this company at this time and place.
Yeah.
Got a lot of good things happening.
For sure.
Watch out.
But barely scratching the surface.
Watch out.
Yep.
It's we will make a name for ourselves.
Yep.
So
that's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.